All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again with another game day picks for week number 4. Yes, yes, indeed. So we have the NFL game day picks for week number 4. Last week was another rough week. Oh my God! Wait until y'all see this record from last week. Like at this point, I don't even know at this point. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna be doing the game day picks for this week. We do have a game tonight, so these picks will be out by the time we this Thursday night game goes live, which is my Cowboys versus the Giants. Hopefully that goes well. Oh God. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, continue to show love. If you are a returning subscriber, yo, continue to support. I appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into this because we have a lot to talk about. So, as you can see on the screen, do you see the record? Do you see the record?
Bruh.
9-7. Bro. Bro, I can't catch a break. Last week I think I went 8-6 or something. This week I went 9-7. I don't know what's going on. The upsets, my Cowboys getting blown out back-to-back weeks. I don't know what to do at this point. But anyway, we went 9-7 last week for week 3. Hopefully we can do better in this week, in week 4. But let's go ahead and get into these picks because I'm very intrigued by some of these matchups. So of course, tonight's game. Here we go. Tonight's game is going to be the Giants versus Cowboys. So Giants are going to be at the Cowboys are going to be at the Giants. Of course, as you can see, multiple people are expecting us to win this game. This is not going to be an easy game. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas does win this game because I am going to pick them for sure because that's my Cowboys. But I'm going to be very honest with you. We have not looked good. We do not look like a good team. So I expect us to win this game. The Giants are not good. Let's just put that out there. But they can upset anybody. So this is a division game. It can go either way. The Cowboys are supposed to win this game. But if they lose, I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm picking my Cowboys with confidence because they should win this game. Point blank period. Moving on. Next, New Orleans versus the Falcons. Now, New Orleans, they lost to the Eagles. But they were beating them like the score was like 3-0 for a majority of the game. And then the Eagles in the third and fourth quarter happened. And then they got a few touchdowns, a few stops. And then the rest was history. Falcons, they beat the Chiefs. There were some controversial calls in the Chiefs and Falcons game. It could have went either way. I picked the Chiefs to win, but the Falcons lost last week. And the Saints lost last week. This is going to be at Atlanta. This is going to be a pretty good game. I'm not going to lie to you. Are the New Orleans Saints real or are they fake? Or are they just pretending? I don't know. I feel like their defense is very comparable. I feel like their offense, it looks good. But is it really that good? I don't know. Atlanta, they're very up and down. They have a lot of veterans. They got a mixture of veteran and young players. Kirk Cousins is still recovering from that injury. He's not a very mobile quarterback. Offense is seems to be pretty decent. Their offensive line has been pretty good too. This is going to be a toss-up game. This is really going to be a toss-up game. I think this is going to be a really good game. If I had to pick the quarterback though, I'm going to go with Atlanta. I like Kirk Cousins over Derek Carr. Now, if New Orleans was at home, I probably would pick New Orleans, but I'm going to pick Atlanta. I think Atlanta is going to beat them at home. I don't think Atlanta's going to lose 2 back-to-back home games. I don't think so. But yeah, that's going to be that. Next, we have the Panthers and the Bengals. So the Bengals are so weird to me. They start off the season and they are horrible. But as soon as either before or after their bye week, which is like mid-season, they just flip a switch and they go on like a 6-7 game win streak and they end up in the playoffs. And then, yeah. They are so weird to me. Panthers, they got their little win. Andy Dalton was a starting quarterback after they benched Young, but I don't think that's gonna last. The Bengals should win this game. The Bengals should win this game. But knowing how they play when it comes to the beginning of the season, I wouldn't be shocked if they lose for some odd reason. Because the Panthers, they beat the Raiders last week, and that was unexpected. Like, nobody was expecting that to happen. I didn't pick them to beat the Raiders, but they turned around and Andy Dalton was airing that shit out. But the Bengals should win this game, bro. Bengals, yeah, get a win, bro. Y'all 0-3. Come on, man. All right, next we have the Rams and the Bears. Bears are 1-2. Rams are 1-2. The Rams, who did they beat? Let me check it. Who did they beat? They beat the 49ers 27-24. I was not expecting that. As many injuries as they have, I didn't expect them to win that. The Bears, on the other hand, like I said, Khalid Williams has been very up and down. Like I said, it's his rookie season. A lot of high expectations, but I think the expectations were kind of too much, honestly. Like, this is a game the Bears should win because they are at home. But if I'm not mistaken, let me click on this real quick. Who did they have? Did the Rams have their receiving core? They didn't even have their Puka Nacua or Cooper Kupp. I think their receiving core is out for a few weeks. So that's surprising that they got that win. This is a toss-up too. I would say the Rams, but something is telling me the Bears at the same time. I'm going to go with the Bears. I'm going to risk it. They're at home. Khalid Williams, can you get another dub? Let's see. Next, we have the Vikings and the Packers. This is going to be a really good game. I'm not going to lie to you. Really, really good game. I think the only difference is that the Vikings are not an outside team, and they're a dome team compared to the Packers. The Packers are the outside team. I think now the Vikings have been on a roll. Sam Darnold has looked like the quarterback that from the teams that he were drafted from and where he came from and bounced around the league. Everybody thought that he had the potential to be a starting quarterback, and he looks like that starting quarterback right now. Because him and Justin Jefferson, they balling like crazy. But the Packers, Malik Willis, he's looked good too. Like, people keep sleeping on Malik Willis. That man might have a starting job next year the way he playing. Honestly, if he keeps playing the way he's playing, they can go ahead and just, sit Jordan Love until he really gets healthy. Honestly, because the way they playing ball, man, them young boys is balling. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna pick the experience over the young players, and I'm gonna go with the Vikings because they've been on a roll. Not gonna lie to you, that defense has been pretty good, and that offense with Sam Darnold, yeah, they've been working. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Vikings with that one. Next, we got Houston and the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence been looking like garbage. Houston Texans, they haven't been looking the best. They have way too much talent to be looking the way they look. But I think throughout the season, they will get, used to the system, and the players will kind of get adjusted. So I'm picking Houston. I don't expect the Jaguars to win. Trevor Lawrence is not that good of a quarterback, in my opinion, and everybody else agrees. Next, we have the Pittsburgh versus the Colts. Like I said, Anthony Richardson and the Colts, they're very inconsistent. But like I said, they can pull out a win at any moment. The Steelers, they've been on a roll. Justin Fields has looked pretty good. Not gonna lie to you. That defense the Steelers have is pretty good. It travels. I'm picking the Steelers. I'm not picking the Colts. They're too inconsistent for me. Anthony Richardson throwing all these picks and interceptions. It's too much, man. He has to dial it back a little bit, man, and make smarter decisions. Next, we have Broncos and the Jets. So the Broncos won last week, surprisingly. Bo Nix got his first W. Awesome. Jets, they've been on the 2-game winning streak after they lost to the 49ers. I expect the Jets to win this game. And they're at home, too. Aaron Rodgers over Bo Nix for sure. Yeah. Next, we have Philly and the Buccaneers. This is going to be a good game, too. Not going to lie to you. This is going to be a good game. I think this is going to be a defensive game. Whoever defense can create the most stops, I think that's who's going to really win this game. We got Philly. We already know the offense. Saquon, and them boys. I don't know if A.J. Brown's going to be back this week or not. If he's not, then Devontae Smith, he's going to be their main target, and Goddard and Saquon. All right, so yeah, I had to redo this portion of the video, because the first upload that I uploaded, the audio was messed up at this point. So we're gonna start from this particular point here that we were talking about the Eagles and the Buccaneers game, and then we're gonna continue it and finish off the video. But anyway, Eagles and Buccaneers. I'm gonna be picking the Eagles here. The Buccaneers, they are coming off a loss. They did lose to the, who did they lose to actually? I am blank-minded right now because I have to redo this video. But anyway, they lost to, who did they lose to? As my Cowboys did win tonight, which is awesome. This is crazy that I'm having to make this video again. But anyway, the Buccaneers, who did they lose to? They lost to the Broncos. They got blown out. I don't expect them. Like I said, they are going to be at home. It's going to be a hard-fought game. This is going to be a rematch from the playoffs, so I'm expecting the Eagles to be back on top there. Next, we have Washington and the Cardinals. Jaden Daniels, I love the game he played against the Bengals, beating the Bengals and the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, you know, they're going to be at home. I think Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison and that team has more firepower than the Commanders, even though I like the Commanders quarterback. But I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Next, we have the Patriots and the 49ers. San Francisco, they did lose last week to the Chargers. I'm pretty sure, was it the Chargers? No, it was the Rams. They lost to the Rams, crazy enough, actually. Don't expect the Patriots to win. 49ers are going to get that W there. Next, we have the Chiefs and the Chargers. I'm not choosing the Chargers over the Chiefs. Even though the Chargers have been playing well, they did lose their first game last week against the Steelers, 20-10. And the Chiefs played Atlanta Falcons, and that was a pretty close game until it got to the ending where it was a bunch of controversial things that happened. But I'm picking the Chiefs. I don't think the Chargers are going to beat them. Next, we have the Oakland Raiders and the Browns. So Raiders, they got beat by the Carolina Panthers. That was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. The Browns, y'all can't get it together. Great defense. Y'all have a lot of weapons on offense, but Deshaun Watson is the biggest question mark of them all. This is a toss-up game. I'm going to give it to the Browns because they have the better team, in my opinion. The Raiders are inconsistent. They don't have a quarterback. Simple as that. Next, we have the Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a very good game. Baltimore beat the hell out of my Cowboys. We all know this. The Bills essentially losing their top two receivers didn't matter to them, apparently, because Josh Allen and James Cook in the backfield, they are literally putting the whole team on their back. And I don't know how they're doing it, but this is going to be a very competitive game for sure. I'm going to pick Baltimore because I feel like Baltimore has a lot more firepower. And they're going to be at home. So I'm going to choose the Ravens, giving the Bills their first loss. Next, we have the Titans and the Dolphins. Skylar Thompson for the Dolphins. I think that's the name of their backup quarterback. He is awful. Like, I don't know what y'all thought. The Dolphins signed Tyler Huntley. He's going to be starting this week. That's a better option than Skylar Thompson. Tennessee Titans, they are a joke. They don't have, what is their identity at this point? I don't know what the Titans' identity is. I don't know what they're trying to be. The Dolphins, like I said, Tyler Hunt is going to be starting this week, so I'm picking the Dolphins. And they're a better home team than a away team. So anyway, next we have Detroit and the Seattle Seahawks. Surprisingly, McDonald, the defensive coordinator that came from the Ravens, that's now the Seattle Seahawks head coach, he really got that team balling. They 3-0 right now. It's very surprising. Wasn't expecting that. Lions, on the other hand, Jared Goff has not looked good at all. The Lions have a really good team, but Jared Goff is not looking the way he should look. He's golfing it up, per usual. Seattle's going to be on the road. Lions are going to be at home. I'm picking the Lions. They're going to beat Seattle